Breaking news. China's military command is facing unprecedented chaos tonight as a wave of disappearances sweeps through the highest ranks. In a stunning turn of events, several top generals have vanished overnight, leaving the nation's military leadership in disarray and the world on edge. The sudden absence of these powerful figures has sparked widespread fear and confusion at the very top of China's government and military. Senior officials are seen whispering anxiously, their faces etched with worry, as uncertainty grips the corridors of power. Across the country, the fortified compounds of the People's Liberation Army are on edge. Gates are locked, doors are sealed, and soldiers stand guard with weapons at the ready. The atmosphere is tense, as if the entire military is bracing for the unknown. Whispers of suspicion ripple through the ranks. No one knows who might be next to disappear, and trust is rapidly eroding. Officers exchange nervous glances, unsure if their colleagues or even their friends can be trusted. This is far from a routine reshuffle. Instead, it's a sweeping and ruthless purge, orchestrated by President Xi Jinping himself. Xi is determined to tighten his grip on the military, eliminating anyone he suspects of disloyalty or corruption. Among those missing is General Li Shangfu, the defense minister, along with key leaders from the powerful PLA rocket force. Their sudden disappearance has left a gaping void at the top, with no clear line of succession or leadership. Beijing's official silence only deepens the mystery. No statements, no explanations, just a wall of secrecy. This lack of transparency fuels wild speculation and growing dread, both inside China and around the world. The message from Xi's purge is chillingly clear. In today's China, no one is safe, not even the most powerful generals. Loyalties demanded, and any hint of dissent is met with swift, unforgiving action. Within the PLA, trust is crumbling. Junior officers now eye their superiors with suspicion, unsure who might be the next target. The sense of unity that once defined the military is rapidly dissolving. Decision-making has ground to a halt. The once stable and disciplined military now appears fragile, its command structure paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Critical operations are delayed, and the chain of command is in disarray. The world is watching with growing alarm. International leaders and security analysts are left wondering who now controls China's vast military arsenal, including its nuclear weapons. Who is advising President Xi on matters of war and peace? Communication channels within the military are reportedly disrupted, making coordination even more difficult. This breakdown in command and control raises the risk of dangerous miscalculations, both at home and abroad. China's military, once seen as a pillar of strength and stability, is now more unpredictable than ever. In today's tense geopolitical climate, this instability is a dangerous prospect, not just for China, but for the entire world. Beijing claims this purge is a crackdown on corruption, citing serious violations of discipline. Military procurement has long been riddled with graft, but this campaign is about more than money. Xi Jinping demands absolute loyalty. Competence alone isn't enough. Investigations now target political allegiance as much as financial crimes. The purge is a loyalty test. Only those who pledge total devotion to Xi survive. Anti-corruption efforts provide cover for removing rivals and consolidating power. New leaders are chosen for their loyalty, not their expertise. Officers know their careers depend on political reliability, not military skill. Honest feedback and dissent are stifled, undermining sound military planning. The PLA is being reshaped into an army that serves Xi's will above all else. The purge has thrown China's military into confusion, especially with the loss of experienced commanders from critical units. Their sudden removal disrupts the chain of command and stalls key projects. Fear of being purged makes officers risk-averse, stifling bold decisions and realistic training. The result, a cautious, less innovative military focused on political survival. This uncertainty threatens the PLA's goal of becoming a world-class force. Xi sees short-term instability as the price for long-term strength. By rooting out corruption, he hopes to build a more efficient and lethal military. But trading expertise for loyalty is a gamble. If it fails, the PLA could become a hollow force, impressive on paper, but brittle in crisis. The future hinges on whether loyalty can truly replace experience. For Taiwan, the turmoil within the People's Liberation Army is a double-edged sword, offering both a sense of relief and a stark warning. On one hand, the internal chaos and uncertainty in China's military leadership may reduce the immediate threat of invasion, providing Taiwan with a rare and precious window of calm. For now, the skies are quieter, and the sense of imminent danger has eased, if only slightly. This momentary respite allows Taiwan to regroup and strengthen its defenses, but it's also a reminder of how quickly the situation can change. The uncertainty is palpable and the island remains on high alert, knowing that the calm could be shattered at any moment. The purge within the PLA has removed experienced generals, leaders who might have urged caution or advised against reckless military action. Their absence leaves a vacuum at the top, stripping away voices of restraint and institutional memory. In their place, Xi Jinping has installed new commanders, chosen not for their expertise, but for their unwavering loyalty to him. These younger, less experienced officers may be more eager to prove themselves and more willing to endorse Xi's bold ambitions regarding Taiwan. This shift raises the risk of military miscalculation. New leaders, eager to please, might underestimate the complexity of an invasion or misread the likely international response, increasing the danger of a catastrophic error. With dissenting voices silenced, Xi could find himself surrounded by yes-men, making decisions based on incomplete or flawed advice. The risk of a disastrous misstep grows when power is concentrated in a single pair of hands. In response, Taiwan is not standing still. The government is accelerating efforts to strengthen its military defenses and deepen international partnerships, aware that Beijing's political winds can shift with little warning. The threat Taiwan faces is now as much about unpredictable political will as it is about military hardware. The island's leaders know that vigilance and adaptability are their best defenses. As Xi consolidates his grip on power, Taiwan finds itself facing a more unpredictable and potentially dangerous adversary, one whose next move is harder than ever to predict. The entire region is holding its breath, bracing for what comes next, as the balance of power teeters on a knife's edge. This purge is a pivotal moment in Xi Jinping's quest for absolute power. He's dismantled collective leadership, centralized authority, and abolished term limits. By purging top generals, Xi ensures the military's loyalty is to him alone. The message: no one is immune. Loyalty trumps all. This creates a climate of fear, where pleasing the leader outweighs serving the state. Xi's vision is a unified, obedient military to achieve China's great rejuvenation. But concentrating power in one man risks catastrophic mistakes. There are no checks, only sycophants. China's fate is now tied to Xi's judgment alone. The military purge is the latest escalation in Xi's decade-long anti-corruption campaign. This crusade has swept through the party, government, and military, punishing millions. In the PLA, corruption means faulty equipment and unqualified leaders. Xi wants a cleaner, more effective force. The campaign is also a political weapon, letting Xi remove rivals under the guise of reform. By framing purges as anti-graft, he cements control and reshapes institutions. The process is ongoing, keeping all officials on edge and loyal to Xi. Anti-corruption is now a permanent tool of political control. China's sweeping military purge has sent shockwaves through capitals around the globe, raising urgent questions and deep concerns among world leaders, especially in the United States, where officials are watching developments with growing unease. U.S. intelligence agencies are now scrambling to piece together what's happening inside the People's Liberation Army. The sudden removal of top generals and installation of new secretive leadership has left analysts with more questions than answers, forcing them to reassess their understanding of China's military intentions and capabilities. The loss of familiar contacts and established communication channels makes it far more difficult for diplomats and military officials to interpret China's next moves. This uncertainty complicates crisis management, as even routine misunderstandings could now escalate more quickly. Indo-Pacific neighbors, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, and Australia, are especially anxious. They worry that the new PLA leadership, eager to prove their loyalty to President Xi Jinping, might take a more aggressive stance in the region, increasing the risk of military confrontations. Many experts see the purge not as a sign of weakness, but as a prelude to a bolder, riskier Chinese foreign policy. The world is bracing for a China that may act less predictably and more assertively on the global stage. Nowhere is the anxiety more palpable than in Taiwan. The island's military is on high alert, with defense officials openly worried that the new Chinese generals might gamble on military action to demonstrate their strength and resolve. The lack of transparency from Beijing only deepens suspicion and mistrust. With so much happening behind closed doors, foreign governments are left to speculate about China's true intentions. Diplomatic and military communication channels are now strained or even undermined, making it harder to de-escalate tensions or clarify intentions. This breakdown raises the risk that a simple miscalculation could spiral out of control. Without clear leadership or reliable contacts, the potential for misunderstandings and accidental conflict is higher than ever. Even minor incidents could quickly become major crises. The world is left guessing about China's next move. And in the high-stakes arena of geopolitics, uncertainty is a dangerous game. As the situation unfolds, everyone is watching closely, wary and anxious about what might come next in this new era of global uncertainty. The purge has left empty seats on the Central Military Commission, China's top military body. Xi Jinping, as chairman, is in no rush to fill them. He's handpicking loyalists over traditional seniority. The new CMC will be stacked with younger officers personally indebted to Xi. This transformation ensures the commission is an extension of Xi's will. A CMC of loyalists may streamline decisions, but also risks groupthink and strategic blunders. Internal debate will give way to an echo chamber, especially on sensitive issues like Taiwan. The CMC's composition will shape China's military posture for years to come. The world is watching to see who Xi chooses, and what that means for global security. As the dust settles, China enters a new era of military uncertainty. The PLA will focus inward, consolidating and reorganizing under Xi's watchful eye. New leaders, chosen for loyalty, will drive modernization and prepare for potential conflict, especially over Taiwan. The key question: will this loyalist military be more disciplined or more reckless? Many fear commanders will take risks to please Xi, increasing the danger of miscalculation. The purge has made China's intentions harder to read, raising the stakes for the world. Taiwan, the US, and China's neighbors must navigate a relationship with a powerful but unpredictable PLA. The only certainty: the stakes have never been higher.